Slim Jim Longfoot, Slim Jim Longfoot.
Yo, what's up, world? It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. Welcome to day 1414 of Diabetes and I, the daily vlog series that I do to show y'all how I combat this type 2 diabetes with the 1-2, you feel me? Yo, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell so you can keep up on all things Slim Jim Longfoot, such as my product reviews, my how-to videos for YouTubers, my TV and movie reviews, my reactions, my video clips, my shorts, my live streams, my daily vlogs that you're watching right now, and last but not least, my art video series GOAT 1408 TV, which I will be dropping the latest episode today, most likely after I get through putting it together. I'll get into that in a minute as far as my thoughts on that episode, because the art came out amazing, but super pissed, just like I was the last episode, because it didn't record my process. My iPad is betraying me so ever slowly. I love you, but I need a new one. But anyway, enough of all that. Shout outs to the members of the live chat crew. Most notable members includes Evie Gavala, the Greek Goddess, Sexy Trees 1408, Queen Candace, Michael Marshall, Life's Magical Journey, Wellness with Frugal Mama, and last but not least, my sis, the big sis of YouTube, Latanya Porter. Special consideration to my bro Johnny Quest Gaming, who co-hosts the Nerd Strip Club with me. If you ain't checked that out channel yet, what you waiting on? What you waiting on? What you waiting on? Go do that there. Go do that there. Go do that there. All right. Also, shout outs to the 1408, which includes Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, Gaming Mode, Advice with Mel, Elevate with Vern, Blackjack 939, Crow Lunar, and last but not least, Eat to Live Strong. If you yourself would like to be a member of the 1408, you're going to have to wait a little minute until we get back monetized here on the channel. If you truly want to support Slim Jim Longfoot and all my endeavors, check out the links in the description below. Links in the description below includes the books I've written, the books I've drawn, the merchandise that I have, and last but not least, my sister's Cash App on behalf of my awesome niece Paris, who was shot on the 2nd of February back in 2022. Hashtag Paris Strong. Hashtag prayers for Paris, whether that's FOR or the number 4, you feel me? That was 713 days ago. 713 days ago since my niece's incident. Meantime, between times, what's happening with y'all? What's happening with y'all? I hope everybody's having the most blessed day and most awesome day. You know what I'm saying? Today is the 16th of January, 2024. On today's date in 1959, the lovely, legendary, talented musician Sade Adu was born. Sade was born on this date back in 1959. 9 years before her, in the year 1950, the legendary dancer, actress, producer, director Debbie Allen was born on this date back in 1950. On this date, January 16th, 1950. Shout outs to her. And 29 years later, in 1979, the songstress of a generation, Aaliyah, was born on this date, January 16th, 1979. She has now been going longer than she lived. Almost as long as she lived. it's not quite completely because, well, I'm talking about as far as days though, but this year will mark 23 years since her untimely death, which by that time she will have been gone longer than she lived. Died at the age of 22 back in the year 2001. Today she would have been 45 years old. She would have been 45 years old today. So rest in peace to Aaliyah. Happy birthday. Happy heavenly birthday to Aaliyah. Happy birthday to Sade, who turned 65 today. Happy birthday to Miss Debbie Allen, who is now 74 today. So shout outs to those most amazing women, those Capricorn queens right there. You dig? Straight up, straight up, straight up. Meantime, between times, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This was almost the day, y'all. This was almost the day you didn't see your boy because I was tired from last night because me and my dad was watching football games yesterday. Shout outs to the Buffalo Bills. They did their thing against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Even though I was rooting for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I mean Buffalo Bills they held it down and did what they supposed to do. I mean they won at home. You know what I'm saying? And took out the opposing team. You feel me? That's what you're supposed to do when you're at home. Take notes, Cowboys. But I'm just saying. But yeah, and dag on the Eagles, they definitely disappointed me by letting the Yucks win. So so with that being said, the Buccaneers, aka the Yucks, have now advanced in the playoffs, and the Eagles are one and done. I'm quite sure they fans are hot because last year they went to the Super Bowl and then this year they go to the playoffs and they one and done. Feel like how it was when the Falcons went to the Super Bowl and then started their losing season streaks. We ain't had a winning season since the year we screwed up in the Super Bowl. But yeah. But yeah, enough of all that there. But anyway, while we was watching the game, I was working on the art for episode 193 of GOAT 1408 TV, and the art looks amazing. And I was so looking forward to editing that footage. I get ready to edit that footage now. First and foremost, when I saved my footage, because it was recording, and I saved my footage, you know what I'm saying, as I always do, is say save in the library, and it literally told me it's saved in the library. I go into the library, guess what? It ain't there. So my footage that I was recording, none of it was there. Not even a little bit like it was on the previous episode that I did, episode 192 with BDBGP. I at least had less than 2 minutes of that footage, even though that still wasn't nothing, but it was at least something to work with. And then of course I was recording the process, so I was able to get some of that, even though that footage was choppy. But that was something, and I ain't getting nothing from this, so I had to do something creative with it. But it pisses me off because I do those episodes, I do these episodes so y'all can see the process, so y'all can see my line work as I'm doing it. I'm recording, screen recording, you know what I'm saying, so you can see the process, the time-lapse process of me drawing the pieces. I mean, if you watch the series, then you already know what I'm talking about. And so it's a awesome process if you watch art videos or at least seen mine before. And so I dig it. I love it. And it pisses me off when my iPads do stupid stuff like that. But woosah, 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 woosah. But anyway, besides that, you know what I'm saying, I was able to get my bearings right by reading some solo leveling. This new, well, it's not new, it's far from new, but because it now has an anime. Usually when a manga or a manhwa gets an anime, that's because they've been around for a little minute. And solo leveling came out some years back, but I just got into it this weekend. Really, I first heard of it when I was reading the beginning after the end, because I was hearing people like compare it to solo leveling, because the beginning after the end is a current manhwa right now, and I was hearing people compare it or whatnot to solo leveling, as far as it being good and whatnot like that. And so, I heard the name, and then of course the other day, Married to the Real, shout outs to Married to the Real, they were the first people I saw that posted up their reaction to the first episode of Solo Leveling. So I was like, okay, Solo Leveling got a anime now. Okay, that's what's happening. And so, after I saw them post up their reaction, I didn't watch it. That's when I watched the first episode, and then the second episode had just came out right after that. So I watched the first 2 episodes, and I was like, oh crap, this it? No, I need more now. I'm not even about to wait. I would still be waiting for the third episode right now, because third episode ain't even dropped yet. So I'm like, nope, I need the rest of this story now. And so I've been binge reading, reading the Solo Leveling series. And what chapter am I on right now? I'm in the 80s right now. I think I'm currently on, it has, from what I saw, 200 chapters in it. And so I am currently on, tell y'all right now, I am currently on chapter 84. And this mug good. This mug is good. It's got me intrigued, and the art is amazing. The story is dope. So I'm like, I'm with it. But anywho, I love seeing stuff like this, because it gives me, as a creator, as a comic creator, so much inspiration and motivation. And and as I get ready to finish up Dreamcatcher, all of these, ideas that have been, whirling and twirling in my head to create some good stuff for y'all, it's in the future to come. That's what I'm on right now. That's what I'm on. I'm ready for it. I'm on that. I'm ready for it. And so, once I get these projects that have been lingering for some years out of the way, I can really go, balls out, baby. Yeah, feel me? That part. So we get into it, baby. We get into it. I know y'all like, why you keep playing with your beard dreads? Because it's so relaxing. It's soothing. Because I don't really play with my beard when it's out. But but my beard dreads, on the other hand, I love doing it. I feel like it strengthens them. Well, I'll leave it alone for right now. But as y'all know, if y'all been keeping up with your boy, I've been growing my beard now. I haven't shaved my face. I haven't shaved my cheeks, my face, since December the 23rd, 2020. That was the last time that I did that, and this is the longest in my life that I have kept a beard consistently. Like in the early phases of the beard growth, like back in 2021, I would do, little different lineups and whatnot. And the lowest I cut it like right around here back in like March of 2021. But then after that, like around April on 4th, I let it grow back up to where my beard line is. And then just been letting it grow from there. And back in the day, you wouldn't grow nothing up under your chin, you would, cut your beard, some people still do that, cutting their beard right around there and having this bear down here. But, a full beard is a full beard. You gotta let that thing be. You feel me? You gotta be out there, all up under your chin. See, that's all up under the chin. And this is on the chin, and then your jawline, and blah blah blah, the yakety yak. But anyway, yeah, we out here, looking. Anyway, but it's winter time, so we in hibernation. At least that's how your goat do. It's winter time. Things react different in the winter. But yeah, I don't know. I might end up shaping up more recently than I wanted to, because one of my friends, shout outs to Bella, Miss Bella. She had cut her hair recently, and she sporting the waves, and I'm like, oh, you on your wave gang now? You on your wave gang? Daggone, we gonna have daggone do some like wave pictures. Like how they did with Soul Glow back then on Coming to America. The man and the woman had their Jerry curls. I'm like, yeah, we gotta rock our waves. We gotta take some pictures and rock our waves. You feel me? So if we end up doing that, then I'm gonna have to shape up, because I gotta get fresh on y'all. If we do that, and y'all gotta check those out. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I gotta check my blood sugar. I gotta check my blood sugar. And then I'm gonna eat my salad. Look at that salad, baby. Cheese, lemon pepper, ham, lettuce, and leaves. Cause that's that mix. That's if Big Sis watching, Big Sis, that's that mix that you gave me. That big thing of lettuce, the lettuce and the leaves that you gave me. That's what that is right there. That's what your boy gorging on. That's what I'm gorging on. So here we go. It is right now. The time is currently 1:37 p.m. Y'all. Hopefully this will get to y'all before. I like to say probably about 2:30. Y'all will be. This will be premiering. We'll see. But like I say, I'm about to go ahead and. I still gotta write down what I had last night. I had a chicken breast last night. Of course, today is a break day in the 30-day standing sit-up challenge. So I'm not exercising today. At least doing those exercises today. You know. So I say I check my blood sugar at least 3 times a day. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for the shout out, shout out, shout out. Hey, 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 shout out, shout out, shout out. Hey, hey, hey. It's time for the shout outs, baby. It's time for the shout outs, baby. Alright, y'all. Here we go. No, we didn't do a news shout. Yeah, yesterday, of course, was MLK Day. Shout outs once again to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and everything that he did to make it do what it do. We got one comment in the regular comment section for yesterday. We got Latanya Porter say, "Hey, bro, that beard." Laughing. I know, right? That beard glorious, baby. And I forgot to mention this yesterday because I was trying to keep it on the subject of, love. But, you know what I'm saying? I Pacifica wore this shirt yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I'm still wearing it today. I don't know if y'all heard about Mando deodorant, but I can't wait to get me some Mando deodorant because I'm going product review that when I get some and see how that mug really do. You feel me? But yeah, I particularly wore this shirt yesterday because I wanted to showcase, sad to say, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Even though it was MLK's birthday, I wanted to show who was responsible for his death day. Anyway, but yeah, that part. If you know, you know. In the live chat for yesterday, we had Estrella Garcia was in the building. Sexy Trees 1408 was in the house. Life's Magical Journey was in the building. Oh, wait, did I say Miss Just Chrissy? I said Sexy Trees 1408 was in the house. Estrella Garcia was in the building. Miss Just Chrissy was in the building. Life's Magical Journey was in the house. BDBGP was in the building. Hey, I see he switched up his pick. Hey, that's what's happening. BDBGP in the building. Hey, that's what's happening, dude. He got his joint up there. He got his joint up there on y'all. Bam, bam, bam. Hey, that part. That's what's dope. How you living? How you feeling? Let's see who else was in the building. Big Sis was in the building. Latanya Porter was in the house as well. You know what I'm saying? Leo gang in the building. Her and Beard both Leos. And Who else was in the building? And that was it. That was everybody in the house. Shout outs to all y'all once again for sliding through. I appreciate y'all oh so much. You know what I'm saying? Making it do what it do, does what it does. Meantime, between times, stay blessed up, y'all. Continue to manifest greatness in your life on the spiritual level, on the emotional level, on the mental level, on the physical level, on the financial level. Continue to manifest and maintain greatness in your life all day, every day. You feel me? We out of here, y'all. Video playlist. Watch them all, alright? One love.